Hey, it's Danny here and welcome to the third in my series of beginners videos for how to use Microsoft Excel. So in the last video we looked at some basic formulae, we looked at how to work out a total, a percentage score and an average. In this video we're going to take a look at how to do a rank formula, which lets you see what position that student is relative to all the other students. So as you can see, again, I've just added an extra column, titled it rank. This is where the rank score is going to be added. So let's put the rank formula in. I'm going to click in that cell here. Same thing as before, every formula starts with an equal sign, so it's into the equal sign there, and we're going to type in the rank formula here. And then what I'm going to do is open my brackets, and there's two parts to the rank formula. The first part is to tell it what cell you are looking at to rank. So in this case it would be cell G2, which is this one here. That's the score, so G2. Then I'm going to put in a comma, and the next thing you need to do is to tell it the range of scores it's going to rank it against. So that is going to be G2 down to G14. So I can select that with my range, or I could just type it in. I'm going to close my bracket, and then I'm going to hit enter, and that will put that formula in, and it's going to tell me that child ranks as 11th with a score of 17. Now to copy that down, again I'll do what I've done in the last video, which is I can click in that cell, I can click on that square, and I can drag that down for all the others. Now I'm going to hit a problem. It's not immediately obvious maybe from this, but she's ranked 11th, she's ranked 11th, he's ranked 11th, and they've got 3 ranked first. That doesn't seem right. Now if I look at the formula, what's actually happening is this one, as I did, was from G2 to G14. This one is now from G3 to G15. This one is from G4 to G16. The last one is from G14 to G26. So as I'm copying the formula down one row to the next row to the next row, the range is changing by one cell and dropping down each time. So that's not working out that area every time. So I want each time I want this number to go up by 1, but I want this to stay the same. Now there's 2 ways I can do that. So the first way I'm going to do this is I'm going to make this an absolute formula. So I'm going to use a $ to kind of lock the numbers in place so they don't change when the other cell references change. So I'm going to click here and put a $ between the G and the 2, and a $ between the G and the 14, and that's going to make that an absolute reference. That's not going to change. The first bit of the formula, that G2 there, is going to change. These bits are now locked, they're an absolute reference. So if I click in there and drag this down, they are now, hopefully if you check the number here, G2 G14, G2 G14, that all works quite nicely. So that's an absolute reference. I've locked that in place. There is another thing you can do. I'm going to define an area of my spreadsheet and give it a name, and then I can keep referring to that area. That makes life a little easier later on as well. So I'm going to highlight this area here. That's my totals. I'm going to right mouse click. I'm going to go down to define name, and I'm going to call that total. And I'm going to say OK. So now when I go to my rank, I can do equals rank. I can talk about cell G2, brackets, and then I can call it total. And close my bracket, then hit enter, and it'll give my ranking there. And if I then scroll down, it'll do the same thing as before. So you haven't got to mess around with absolute or relative formulae. You just find an area that you want to be a particular block. So I want it to be this area here. It's going to use that area in each of these cells, and that won't change. It's not going to go up by 1 each time. So that's how you do ranking. Nice and easy, simple formula. I hope you found that useful. Come back soon for some more videos. I'll be doing a few more videos on Excel soon. Thanks for your time. Take care. Goodbye.